Hey everybody, welcome back to Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we opened up the gate, or the thing, to the entrance to the Lanayru Mining Facility. And in this episode, we're going to, really quickly before we head into the Lanayru Mining Facility, I'm gonna take care of two things, really super quickly. And I do want to apologize for there not being any updates, any videos. That was because, well, currently right now I'm in my finals week, so that's super fun. But I do have a little time to record right now. Just last week, I was just doing a million things. I had a wedding to go to. I had to go back to Austin in town for that wedding. I was doing a whole bunch of studying, so I didn't have all the time in the world. You can upgrade. So, sorry, before I continue, that is why there was just no videos. But, back to videos. You can upgrade your beetle to the speed beetle, but I need one more hornet larvae. So, I can't get that yet, but what I do want to do is I do want to upgrade my wooden shield. You need 3 amber relics, 2 monster claws, 2 tumbleweeds, 1 ornamental skull, and this does cost 50 rupees. And this is the highest shield of the wooden shields upgrades that we can get. Each shield has about 3 upgrades. So I've fully shown off all the upgrades of the wooden shield. I haven't shown off all the upgrades of the iron shield just yet, because we don't really need the iron shield as of now. And that's pretty much it. I don't have enough to upgrade my other shield, but if you do want to see the shield, it does look like, oh, that's not it. That's it. That's the shield. So, yeah. I think, no, there's nothing else that I want to really get here. At Beetle's Airshop, you can pick up your last adventure pouch, but it does cost 1,200 rupees. So, if you want it, you can get it, but I don't have enough. I think, honestly, the other thing that I'm going to show, I'll show at a later time, just because I thought about it, and it doesn't kind of make sense to show it off now. So, I will basically meet you guys back over at the entrance to the Lanayru Mining Facility. Alright, back here at the Lanayru Mining Facility, well, the entrance to it, we are now ready to head in there. Well, we are, but yes, okay, sorry, I was dropping frames for just a quick second. The items that I have on me is this braced shield, which you definitely, not definitely, you don't necessarily need it, but a bandage shield would work just as great. I don't know why I have this treasure medal with me, but I do. I have a revitalizing potion for these 2 shields, a heart potion plus, and a fairy just in case. Can I put it back on my shield? Let's put back on this shield. Why not? And with that, how come every single time I'm ready to start something, my frames start dropping? Okay, no more frames dropping. Let's go into the Lanayru Mining Facility. Welcome to the Lanayru Mining Facility. Unlike the previous dungeon, the Earth Temple, this dungeon is a lot longer than the previous 2 dungeons, so you want to be prepared, you want to have all the items that you need. Once again, there is no piece of heart or goddess cube to collect, so don't worry about collecting any of those items. Now, as for the dungeon itself, I have a love-hate relationship with it, just like I do the desert, just because it can be long, it can be a little tedious, it kind of gets through it But not to spoil anything, the boss at the end, really easy. It's a easy dungeon, but it can be a little tedious just to get through. So, without further ado, here is the Lanayru Mining Facility. Welcome to the Lanayru Mining Facility. To start things off, I'm just going to get my bombs. Your bombs are going to be a nice main item right here. Oh, didn't mean to kill the enemy, because I totally meant to identify this enemy. This is an Araka. This larval monster is said to live for 1,000 years, during which time it is continually growing. Though the larva is small in size, it's quite ferocious and is often found in swarms beneath the sand. It tends to leap forward toward moving objects just like you. And that is the Araka. These enemies are actually considered the weakest enemies of Skyward Sword, because they only take one hit of the sword and they only do like barely like half a heart damage to you, so they're not anything to really worry about. They can get kind of annoying if they're in swarms, but other than that, you really don't need to worry. Let's just get this rupee, though I really don't need it. Yeah, there's nothing behind here but some Arakas. If you want to, you can come and do this. This is totally optional. You really don't even need to do this. The reward isn't like that great, but if you come over this way first to start things off, this area could be kind of tricky right here. I like to run a little bit, kind of slow down, run a little bit, kind of slow down, and we made it. Come over here, pull down this lever, and no, don't go in the sink sand yet. Let's run a little bit, slow down, walk, run a little bit, and we made it. Perfect. Perfect. That area can be a little troubling because it is a little bit of a longer distance. And here is 20 rupees, and by that I meant a red rupee. Okay, let's... Now what you want to do in this room is you want to come over here, get rid of this electro spume, and then pull out your beetle, aim it up at this bomb, and take it over here to this area. Now, when I was practicing the Lanayru Mining Facility, I literally forgot how long of a dungeon this is. The Skyview Temple was a relatively medium dungeon. The Earth Temple was a very, very short dungeon, and I really honestly want to say that they made up for it in the Lanayru Mining Facility, because if we look at our map right now, I mean, just look at this big, giant, open space right here that they have for us. There's really not... It's gonna look like there's not much, but just wait until you get the dungeon map and other things. So, let's get rid of these enemies, and let's go in here. And I do have to say there is a little bit of backtracking every now and then in this dungeon, so you do want to be aware of that. I don't want my frames to be dropping right now. Okay, didn't want my frames dropping because we have these enemies. You can get rid of these now, or you can get rid of them later. I like to deal with them right off the bat, because you will have to be coming back to this area, I think, about twice, so it's just good to get rid of these enemies now. Here we go. Can't do anything with this room, so just leave that alone. Can't do anything with that room, so we're just gonna leave it alone. Don't try to come over here because you can't do anything with this block. You can't move it around or anything. What you want to do in this room is... Did I? Jelly blob. Cool, jelly blob. I do like a jelly blob. Again, I feel like I've said this so many times every single time I get an item. You don't know when you're going to need an item or a collectible or anything. Oh, good, bombs. Let's get rid of this Araka right here, and then you want to just push one of these up against this wall right here. And then you can come up in this area and enter this next room. Now this is a very interesting room. We won't be exploring this room in its entirety at the moment, but we will be doing a few things right off the bat here. One thing that I do want to make note of as soon as I'm done saving here is this. Like, you could swing your sword literally through those bars. I'm not sure why that is an okay thing for us, but it is. I believe there's an electro thingy here. Oh, not an electro thingy, they're just called yellow choo-choos. Oh, we dropped a jelly blob. That was lame. It was... Again, like I said, you never know when you're going to need any of these kind of items. Anyway, use your beetle, land here in the middle, and you'll get rid of those boxes for us to make a clean, nice jump to the other side. Climb up here, and guess what? A new enemy. This is the Thunder Keys, just like every other keys we've faced so far. Found in desert habitats, these swimming monsters are attracted to dark places such as caves. Their internal organs generate electricity for attacking prey. They often gather in colonies, just like every other keys, and if we get too close, they will come and swarm and attack us. So, yeah. They're pretty much the same variation of other kinds of keys. They're just electric, just like everything else on the Lanayru Desert. And we got a Monster Claw, which is good because I didn't have any. Here, I don't remember what this is. I think it's just a blue feather, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's a small key. It is a small key. I don't believe we can come up here yet. Yeah, because that's in our way. Trying to remember. Not trying to remember, I'm just trying to see if there was any other room for us to go there. Let's jump back across over here. And now we're going to want to backtrack. Like I said, we will be doing a little bit of backtracking. We're going to backtrack to where those Staldras were at, and we're going to want to use our small key on this room over here. We can't move forward, so like in any of Legend of Zelda game, if you can't move forward, you gotta go backwards. Here's another interesting room for us to go through. Do I want... yeah... Let's... hold on, I'm trying to see how much time I've got. 14 minutes? I think we've done enough for this video, wouldn't you say? I would say so. Plus, my frames are dropping. So that's always a fun thing, right? Frames. How many times have my frames dropped in this episode? Quite enough, I must say. But anyway, in the next Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we will progress in this room and explore the rest, well, I wouldn't say the rest, just more of the Lanayru Mining Facility. So I will see you then.